Listening Walk by Paul Showers. Illustrated by Aliki. The Listening Walk. The Listening Walk. I like to take walks. I take walks with my father and our dog. Our dog is called Major. He's an old dog, and he does not walk very fast. We go down the street, and we do not talk. My father puts his hands in his pockets and thinks. Major walks ahead and sniffs. I keep still and listen. I call this a listening walk. On a listening walk, I do not talk. I listen to all the different sounds. I hear many different sounds when I do not talk. First, I hear Major's toenails on the sidewalk. Major has long toenails. When he walks, his toenails scratch the sidewalk. They go twick, 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 twick. I hear my father's shoes on the sidewalk. My father walks slowly, and his shoes go dop, 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 dop. I can't hear my shoes. I wear sneakers. I hear all sorts of sounds on a listening walk. I listen to sounds I never listened to before. I listen to lawnmowers. Lawnmowers are noisy. A lawnmower makes a steady zooming noise. It goes like this. Zoom. I like to listen to lawn sprinklers. Lawn sprinklers are very quiet. They make different sounds. Some sprinklers make a steady whispering sound, like this. Other sprinklers turn around and around. They go like this. On a listening walk, I hear cars in the street. The shiny new cars are quiet. They make only a soft hum. But old cars are very noisy. Old cars sound like this. When cars go around the corner too fast, the tires go whirr. When cars stop quickly, the brakes go eek. On a listening walk, I hear all kinds of sound. A bicycle bell ringing. Tring, tring. A baby crying. Wah, a wah, a wah, a wah. A jet flies over. Jets are very noisy when they're overhead. A jet goes. A boy runs dribbling a basketball. Boom, 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 boom. A lady hurries by us. She's wearing high heels. The lady's high heels go pick, buck, pick, buck, pick, buck. A bus is coming. The lady starts to run. Pick, 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 pick. The bus stops at the corner. The lady gets on. The bus starts up again. Around the corner, men are digging up the street. They're using a jackhammer. It makes a loud banging sound. The jackhammer hurts my ears. I put my hands over my ears as we walk by. Sometimes my father and I take Major to the park. It is quiet there. The sounds in the park are not loud like the noises in the street. My father and I walk down a shady path. I do not talk. I listen. I listen to my father's shoes on the path. They make a soft sound. They go choo, 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 choo. I listen to the birds in the park. I listen to the pigeons and the ducks. The pigeons fly down to meet us, and they want us to feed them. The pigeons puff up their feathers. They take tiny little steps. They come towards us, nodding their heads. They say, "Proo, proo, proo." They want us to feed them, too. The small ducks swim up close. They turn their heads on one side and look up at us. The small ducks waggle their tails and quack. They say, "Quack, quack, oh, oh, quack, quack." The big ducks are not so brave. They stay back and swim around in circles. The big ducks look at us. They do not come close. The big ducks say, "Quack, quack, quack." Sometimes I hear a woodpecker in the park. The woodpecker sounds like a little hammer. He goes, rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. In the park, I hear crickets in the grass. The crickets go, creep, creep, creep. I hear the wind in the leaves. It whispers, shh. I hear bees in the flowers. Bzzz. It's fun to go on a listening walk. You do not have to go far. You can walk around the block and listen. You can walk around your yard and listen. You don't even have to take a walk to hear sounds. There are sounds everywhere, all the time. All you have to do is keep still and listen to them. Right now, there are sounds you can hear. When you finish this page, close the book and listen. How many different sounds can you hear right now? Close your book and count them.
Have you ever taken a listening walk like she takes in the book with her dad? Well, that's what we're going to try to do today. We're going to take our own listening walk and we're going to make a little map of the different sounds that we hear on our walk. So, all you really need for this is something to draw with and something to draw on. I found a piece of paper and I also have my bag of markers and colored pencils. You can use whatever paper you have to draw on and whatever you have to draw with. It can just be a pencil. You could even use a piece of newspaper or maybe a piece from a magazine if you don't have any other paper. Our next step, once we have our materials to use to draw our map, is going to be to make the map for our listening walk. So all you have to do to start out with your map is draw a path. I'm going to start my path down in this corner, down here. Mine's going to go up and down and back up again and go off the top corner. And to make it look a little more like a pathway, I'm going to add another line to it. So it kind of looks like a sidewalk, right? Here. Now you can kind of see what my path looks like. Go ahead and draw your path on your listening map. It can go like mine if you want, but I would encourage you to create your own pathway. Maybe you'll have swirls. Maybe it will be pointy, like a zigzag or a lightning bolt. Go ahead and draw your path. When you're done with your path, I'll tell you how to do your listening walk. Remember, in the book, she kept saying that when she was on a listening walk, she doesn't talk at all. She just is quiet and she listens to see what sounds she can hear. So make sure everyone in your house knows you're going on a listening walk and you can't talk because you're too busy listening for your sounds. While you're on your walk and while I'm on my walk, we have to keep our listening map with us because when you hear a sound, I want you to stop and draw what you hear on your path. So when I'm walking, if the first sound I hear is a bird outside my window, I'll stop, go to the beginning of my path and draw a bird or however you want to draw the sound. Then I'll keep walking till I hear another sound. I'll stop and draw that sound. Keep going until you get to the end. It's okay if you only have a few sounds. Maybe your house is quiet. Mine's pretty quiet too. But you can have as many as you want. When you're finished, come back and I'll tell you what's next. Have fun on your walk. All right, I just got done with my listening walk and I have my map and I heard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different sounds on my walk through my house. Let me show you what I heard and what I did on my listening map. Here's where I started. The first thing I heard was my clock going tick tock, tick tock. So I drew a clock. And as I went along on my walk, I stopped at the window because I could hear the sound of a car going by. Vroom. So I drew a car. Then I kept going and I stopped here. Look, I was in the kitchen and I heard my refrigerator going. It was humming like the electric sound of the refrigerator running. It was pretty quiet. I really had to listen. So I drew my fridge and it's going hum. And I kept going. Look, I did hear a bird. Tweet, tweet, tweet. So I drew a bird. Then, as I went along, I went upstairs. Oops, I drew myself going down, didn't I? I was really going up, but that's okay. And all on my way on the stairs, they were going creak, creak. So there I am on the stairs, creaking. And finally, the last thing I heard was outside the bathroom door. I heard some water running. So there's my faucet, and it's going splash, splash. That's my listening map. Now, I'm going to use some markers that I found in my house, and I might even be able to find some crayons, but I don't know if I have any crayons. That's okay. If you want, you can add color to your listening map to finish it up. Don't forget to put your name on it. And then I would love to see a picture of your listening map. Or maybe you can send me a video showing me what you heard.
Sounds around us. Point to the object that makes the sound you hear.